Why is Chinese restaurant chicken breast so tender and silky, while yours turns out dry and rubbery? Heat and timing matter, but they're not where the texture starts. The real difference happens before the chicken goes into the final dish. A short marinade, then one hot water prep step most home cooks skip. Today I'll show you that step. Then I'll use one batch of chicken breast to make two completely different dishes. Let's get started. First, trim the chicken breast. Remove any fat, tough bits, or silver skin. Those pieces can turn chewy after cooking. Now, slice the chicken on a slight angle. I'm going for very thin slices, about 1/16 of an inch. That's roughly 2 millimeters. Too thick and the cooking time is hard to control. Too thin and the slices can break apart. This thickness stays tender but still holds on to the coating. This is 600 grams of sliced chicken, about 1 1/3 pounds. Before marinating, pat the surface dry. If the chicken is wet, the coating won't hold. This is a base marinade, not the final seasoning. I'm using 4 grams of salt. That's intentionally light. Both dishes later will have their own sauces. The salt here is only for the base flavor. We leave room for the oyster sauce and the dressing. Add 2 grams of sugar and a little MSG if you like. Then 4 grams of baking soda, the key tenderizer. Then add rice wine for aroma. Baking soda is powerful, so measure it carefully. This amount is for thin slices and a short marinade. Don't use it for an overnight marinade. Now gently fold everything together. Now we add water. Use ice water and add it in batches. I'm using 120 milliliters total, about half a cup. That's about 20% of the chicken's weight. Add the first portion and gently fold until the water disappears. Look at the bottom. It's dry. The chicken absorbed it. Now add the second portion. Here's an important detail. Don't squeeze or grab the chicken. Press too hard and they break apart. Use a folding motion instead. Let your hand work like a spatula. Scoop and fold. Keep the slices intact. Add the last portion and fold until the bowl is dry. Look at the chicken now, glossy and slightly sticky. The water has gone into the meat, not the bowl. Now add the cornstarch. Cornstarch goes in last. Add it too early and it coats the outside before the chicken can absorb the water. Add it at the end, it forms a thin protective layer. That coating sets fast in hot water, locking moisture in. Gently fold until every slice has a thin coating. Not a thick paste, just a light, even layer. Cover it and refrigerate for 20 minutes. Bring a pot of water to a boil, then turn it to low. Wait until the surface calms down. You want small bubbles, not a rolling boil. Now slide the chicken in one piece at a time, or in very small batches. Don't dump the whole bowl in at once. This keeps the slices apart and the temperature stable. By the time a dozen pieces are in, the first ones will start turning white and floating. Once the pieces turn white, float, and no longer look translucent, take them out. This batch is drained for the oyster sauce stir fry. And look at the water. It's only slightly cloudy, which means the coating mostly stayed on the chicken instead of washing off. For the second batch, use the same method. After the chicken turns white and floats, cook it a little longer. Since this batch will be served cold, make sure it is fully cooked through. Then take it out, straight into ice water. This batch is for the cold chicken salad. Served cold, I like it firmer and springier. The ice water tightens the texture and holds it together. Now, let's compare. The first piece was not marinated. It's stiff, tight, and dry. The second piece was marinated and water velveted. Look at how it bends. When I shake it, it moves. It's soft, tender, and flexible. That's the difference this method makes. The third piece went into ice water afterward. It's firmer and springier, perfect for a cold salad. Now the first dish, oyster sauce chicken. The vegetables are simple. green and red bell pepper, plus sliced garlic and sliced ginger. For the sauce, mix dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, sugar, and water. Stir-frying moves fast, so mix the sauce first. Then the chicken only needs seconds in the pan. Heat the pan, then add oil. Add ginger and garlic and cook until fragrant. Now the bell peppers. Stir fry until just soften. Keep some crunch. Now the chicken goes back in. Remember, it's already cooked from the velveting step. We're not cooking it from raw. We're just coating it with flavor and color. Pour in the sauce and toss quickly. For deeper color, add a small splash of dark soy sauce. Add the cornstarch slurry in small amounts. Stop when the sauce turns glossy and coats the chicken. And that's the first dish, oyster sauce chicken breast. Now the second dish, cold chicken salad. Shred the carrot. Slice the cucumber into thin ribbons. Mince the garlic. Then prepare scallions and thin strips of red bell pepper. In a bowl, add minced garlic, scallions, chili flakes, and sesame seeds. Pour hot oil over the top to wake up the aroma. The oil brings out the garlic, chili, and sesame. Just don't make the oil too hot or the chili burns. Now add soy sauce and Chinese black vinegar. Then a little oyster sauce, sugar, and sesame oil. Mix. Add the chilled chicken, then cucumber, carrot, and red pepper. Gently toss everything together. And this is why we kept the salt light earlier. This dressing is already salty. The base seasoning stays light, so the final dish tastes balanced. 1 batch of chicken breast, 1 pot of water, 2 different dishes, a hot oyster sauce stir fry, and a refreshing cold salad. Tender chicken doesn't start with the final spoonful of sauce. It starts before the chicken hits the pan, with the marinade and with water velveting. Give it a try, and I'll see you in the next video.